How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you all doing? Let me set my stuff up. Give me a second. Greetings. Hey, Loki. How you doing? Hey, Amanda. Hey, you all. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, Manifest. How you doing? Hey, Brempy. Listen, 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 listen. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming. I want to talk about clearing the mind. Right? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Greetings, y'all. Today, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy New Year's. Happy everything. I hope you all having a beautiful day. I hope you all are having an amazing week and had an amazing week. And I hope life is treating you good and with love and with all these things. What's up, Cruz and Kane? How we doing, man? How we doing, Randall? I want to talk about how to clear the mind because I think that's one of the biggest things. You know, I come and talk about, I talk about relationships all the time, but I want to talk about clearing the mind today. I don't want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about clearing the mind. How do you clear the mind? I think we struggle with clearing the mind so much. I think we struggle so much with clearing the mind that we have no idea what we're doing. We going through life and our minds are clogged, our thoughts are beating us up. Our minds are telling us all these things, giving us anxiety. What's going on, Dante Green? How you doing, man? Hey, Maria. Our minds are, we getting anxiety. Hey, Aisha. We struggling with life. Life is whooping our butts. Hey, Marisa. And I want to come on here, and so I figure, let me do this before the New Year's. I think I owe you guys this. Hey, T, Natasha. I think I owe you guys this before the New Year's, because I think we should go into New Year's. Hey, Reese. I think we should go into the New Year's with learning how to clear the mind so that we can have peace. The reason why we can't have peace is our minds ain't cleared. If your minds ain't cleared, finding peace is finding a needle in a haystack. You're just not gonna find it. It doesn't come to you. Thank you, Reese. And a matter of fact, you don't find peace, you become peaceful. But that mental stuff, that mind stuff, that figuring out how do I clear this mind. Now let me tell you something, and I have said this a lot of times. So for those who watch me a lot of times, you already hear what I say all the time. But when it comes to the same things, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Focus? Thank you, Manifest. Hey, be fit and dance. How we doing? Now I know many of you have heard me speak many times, and I say the same things. I don't say stuff new. Because the reason why I say the same things is because it's the same things that I practice. I practice the same things over and over. And even though they are boring, even though they will bore you to death, sometimes some things that I practice will make you fall asleep. What's up, positive vlog? How you doing? Vlog? Many times, the things that I practice will put you to sleep. But the thing is, we have to, hard-headed, right? Low-key. But the thing is, we have to keep doing. Thank you, Latoya. We have to keep practicing it. If you want the power over your mind, you have to practice. Now, let me say this. Now, I know I say this all the time. The mind is not a beautiful thing. The mind is not amazing. Thank you, Marisa. The mind is not a great thing. What the mind is, you have to understand that the mind is just an accumulation of all things, right? The mind is, hey, exhale. The mind is what you have accumulated. So everything that you have touched, tasted, looked at, smelled, experienced, what you have heard, what you have smelt, what you have seen in the past, what you have listened to on the TV, on the news, everything, the mind holds on to everything, right? The mind holds on to everything. Whether you watch pornography, hip-hop music, country and western, the mind holds on to everything. It grasps and it holds on. And now, what goes in must come out. And when we look at our lives, right? Hey, Portia, when we look at our lives, what comes out is what we don't like. And we don't know how to stop it from coming out. We don't know what's going on with us, why we are anxious. See, because the things that we put into our mind comes out in anxiety, right? It comes out in anxiety. It comes out in depression. What goes in must come out. But understand, this is your mind. This is your responsibility. What goes in must come out. It comes out in depression. It comes out in, many of us struggle with anxiety. Thank you, Happy Feet. Many of us struggle with anxiety. Many of us, we anxious as a mother effer, ain't we? We can't get out of it. We can't get a hold of it. We can't get help with it. We just anxious. Food we eat too facts. We're just anxious. We just there. The other ones, we overthink everything. We can't sleep. We can't rest. We just overthink. We think all day. We think and 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 we think. We go to sleep thinking. We go to sleep having nightmares and dreams and a whole bunch of stuff, and we can't rest. You wake up feeling tired because you keep, your mind keep going and going. You don't rest. So I want to speak about how do you control the mind. 7 steps to controlling or to fixing the mind. Because you don't need to control the mind. You need to understand the mind. Because many of us don't understand the mind. It's a tool that we have that we don't understand. The mind is a tool. And if the tool is used correctly, it can build your life. If it's not used correctly, it can destroy your life. See, if it's used correctly, right? If we learn to use the tools properly, our life will increase. But if we don't know how to use the tool properly, we can't control what we have. We can't control our manifestations. We can't control our finances. We can't control who we attract. We can't control our relationships, where it goes. We can't control our bodies. We can't control our discipline, our willpower. We have lost control because you have lost the mental awareness. So understand this. Thank you, Positive Vlog. Thank you. So 7 steps in controlling the mind. Now, I was in the gym today, and I took some notes, and this is notes that I took. See, I took these notes in about 10 minutes between my sets of my workout. This is my notes. I don't take people's notes. I don't steal people's stuff. I don't watch people's videos to steal their stuff. This is straight coming from my mind in the gym. It's something that I practice. So if you practice something, it comes instantly. Remember, I hope you all have a pen and paper, because I'm going to tell you 7 simple things. But in these 7 things, you can hear it all you want. You can think it sounds good all you want. But until you practice it, it won't make a damn difference. Until you practice this, it won't make no difference. It won't make no difference. So please get a pen and paper. And when I speak on these things, I want to go in details. And I want you to listen to what I'm saying. I want you to write them down. And I want you to think about it. Because this right here is about to change your life. Again, you could read any type of books, any type of self-help book, but if you don't practice what the self-help book is telling you, it doesn't do anything for you. So I'm about to give you free knowledge. This is free knowledge. I'm a very simple person. I'm a very simple man. I'm very simple. I'm a very simplistic man. If it gets complicated, I don't want in. If it's a relationship that gets complicated, I don't want it. If it's a friendship that gets complicated, I don't want it. If it's food that's complicated, I don't want it. If it's people, I don't want to be around it. If it's a place that I don't want it. I don't do complications. People think I do because they think that I'm smart. The smarter you are is the more you remove yourself from complicated situations. The more wise you become is the more you remove yourself from complication. Understand this. The universe is very simple. Now, many of us, we feel like thinking is so important. We feel like having our minds clogged is so important. But let me tell you this. The reason why your mind continues to be clogged and you continue to do all these things is because you are addicted. Okay? Wait, hold on. My kid's making noise. Joshua, be quiet. The reason is addiction. We are addicted to actually fitting things in our minds. We are addicted to fitting things. You see like how we are addicted to put things in spaces, and if you see an empty space, we gotta put something there. We gotta occupy spaces. So when it comes to the mind, let me block this dude real quick. I don't know why you all come on here trying to, listen, if this stuff ain't for you all, right, just relax. Listen. So before I go into this, right, if the stuff ain't for you, leave it alone. If you don't want it, leave it alone. Okay? All right? It's that simple. I don't know why we come on here to disturb people. If the information ain't for you, just exit. You don't have to stay and listen and complain. You know what I mean? Too easy, right? We get it? Too simple. Knowledge. It's just free knowledge. So, when it comes to our mind, what we're doing, we can't be at peace. We can't be silent. We got to fit things in there. So we become addicted to thinking. We become addicted to being busy. We become addicted to doing things. So because of our addiction, what we do, and if you think about it, we worry, we stress, we resist. We worry, we stress, we resist. And the more we worry is the more we think. The more we resist is the more we think. And the more we think is the more we know we lose control of our entire faculties. So now, since we think that our minds, our brains is used for thinking and all these things, you begin to become obsessive over thinking and the thought process. Because the moment your mind becomes still, you don't know what you're doing. The moment your mind becomes still, you want to sleep. True or false? Thank you, Patty. The moment your mind is still, you don't know what to do with yourself. See, the church don't teach us this. The church don't teach. See, the pastors don't teach you this. The pastor says give it all to God, but you don't understand the concept of giving all to God. We don't get that concept. Thank you, Janelle. So I'm telling you guys, right? You have to be aware. Hey, Devona. So we want to fit things in our thoughts. We want to worry. We want to stress, and we think it's natural. Life is hard. No, you don't know how to be still. We don't know how to be still. So your brain is just addicted to fitting things in there. You fit all type of stuff. We fit all type of stuff. What people think, what they do, what they say, who leave, who come, who go, the clouds, the mountains, the trees, your strangers, the water, the food, this. Your mind just goes and attached to everything because it cannot be at peace. Because you know why? In all reality, you don't want peace. Many of us don't want peace. We say it with our mouths, but our hearts is far from it. You don't want peace. A peaceful mind to you guys is boring. See, to a lot of you, peace means boredom. Some of you all have the chance to be bored, but you can't, you want something to fit in that schedule. Your schedule have to be, a matter of fact, the moment when you sit down and say, you know what, I'm going to do nothing. Here comes the mind. But we got to fit something in the, don't do nothing, do something. Because we got to fit something in this time. I'm sure somebody's laundry needs to be washed. I'm sure somebody's hungry. I'm sure somebody needs to have this. I'm sure somebody needs this. I'm sure I should be doing this. I should be studying. So you got to fit things in there. You can't be still. God forbid if you sit your butt down and do nothing. Oh, you think something is wrong. You think something is going on. Let me tell you this. Number one, get a pen, get a paper, because we're about to go 7 steps into silencing your mind, into keeping your mind clear. You can keep a person who can keep their mind clear, stress don't come. And let me tell you the benefits. If you can keep your mind clear, your body gets healthy. Understand this. If you can keep your mind clear, your body stays healthy. It's your mind that affects your body. It's your mind that affects your joints. Is your mind that affects your tension in your body? Is your mind that affects your pain? Is your mind that affects your back pain, your chest pain, your heart pain? It affects your anxiety. It affects your depression. It affects you completely. So if you can keep your mind clear, new things come to you. Peace come to you. Happiness stays. Love stays. Everything stays because you are in control. See, if you could control your life right now, would you be anxious? Hey, Violet, seriously, if you could control your mind right now, would you be anxious? Probably not. If you could control your mind right now, would you be depressed? Probably not. But if you could control your mind, would you be happy? Would you be at peace? Would you be in love completely? Would you be healthy? Probably. Would you be mindful? Yes. Would you be powerful? Yes. Would you overeat, overdrink, over this? No. It's a mental thing. So, first thing first, pen and paper. The first step of clearing your mind, not the first step. One thing that you must do is this. Try not to look into things. Number one, try not to look into things. Keep it simple. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? Let me explain. Try not to look into things. What people do, let them do it. Don't try to figure out what they mean, what is possible, what they mean. Don't overanalyze. Don't try to figure things out. Don't try to figure out why he doing this, why she. That's their business. Keep it simple. Look at nature and keep it simple. See, we want to overanalyze every single thing that happens. And you notice that when you overanalyze things, hey, Steeler girl, when you overanalyze things, your mind never rests because you're looking for a solution. So the mind roam the entire earth looking for something that looks familiar. See, so when he sees a problem, when he sees something that he doesn't understand or it doesn't get, it starts and it doesn't stop. And it goes around and around and around looking for a solution or something that makes sense or something that it can relate to. That's what the mind do. Because you know why? Because we're trying to be, we think it's complicated. You know, one thing I realized, you know, when I begin, the first one was try not to look into things. Don't go deep into things. I think many of us go in so deep into things and we all wrong. And as we go deeper, we get more confused, more anxious, more ridiculous, more this. We can't sleep. We can't. One thing about life, right? Thank you, Winners Parade. One thing about life. As I begin to be more awakened or aware, let me say aware, not awakened. As I begin to be more aware, I realize one thing. Look at nature. Nature is very simple. You plant a seed, it grows. Some water falls on it. Some sunlight gets in it, it grows. Look at nature. Life grows everywhere that there's a place. It's not complicated. Everything makes sense. Now, somebody say easier said than done. I don't know what. Now, you know what? Cut that stuff out. Let's just say this right now. For the folks who are saying easier said than done, cut it out. Stop. That's a weak man's mentality. Easier said than done. Cut it out. Everything is easier said than done. Every single thing is easier. Giving birth, easier said than done. But yet, so many women do it every single day. I can't give birth. I don't want to give birth. When I look at somebody giving birth, what the hell is that? It's easier said than done. However, what difference does it make? How easy or difficult it is? Is it or you want it or you don't want it? Hey, Torah, is it or you want it or you don't? So cut that thing out about it. That's a loser mentality. No disrespect. It's a loser mentality to keep saying easier said than done. If life was supposed, listen, let me tell you something, right? One thing about that quote, easier said than done. One thing about it, it makes you be stuck in the same place. It makes you be stuck. It makes you stay stuck. It makes you stay stuck in the same place looking for a solution. Hey, goddess, and when something looks difficult, you begin to resist it because it's easier said than done. How am I going to do it? I don't want to feel no pain. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to go lose my comfort zone. That's what it means. It means the first time you play basketball, it was easier said than done because you have to focus, you have to be aware, you have to be present, you have to see where the ball is going, you have to catch the ball, you have to shoot the ball, you have to be completely aware, you have to know how to put your arms every moment. The first time you drove, you had to look in the rearview mirror, you had to look, fix the mirror, fix the side view, fix this, seatbelt, you was completely there. And do you know what happened? After you do it and 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 do it again, it becomes easier, right? It becomes easier. Now you're aware. Now the body memory, muscle memory takes over. You gotta start something. You gotta start something. King, music, I know what it means. But that's a way of saying everything sounds easier. Everything sounds easier than when you do it. Everything does. Everything does. So it's like a useless, you know what I'm saying? It's like a useless quote that makes your mind begin to resist. Understand this. Whenever you speak, one person that always listens is yourself, you. And when you begin to think something is difficult, the mind begins to resist. It begins to push back. Because if it's difficult, you have to find a way for it to capture your attention, to capture your focus. It is about to become difficult because you won't experience it. That's what I'm talking about. Remember, the mind is very delicate. You got to be careful. True. So yes. So let's continue. So try not to look at things. Let things be as they are. Let things be as they are. Whatever it is, it is. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to understand why people are doing what they do. Don't try to understand why he left or why she left. Don't try to figure out why he's doing what he did and she or the start. Just be what it is. Just let it be what it is. That's it. If you let things be as they are, your mind is still. Your mind ain't looking for solutions. It ain't looking for all these things. It ain't looking for all this what if, maybe he meant this, maybe she meant this. Do you know how much relationships we lose? Friendships we lose trying to think somebody know what they're doing, or assumptions, or we assuming this is what it means. You know how much friendships we lose, man? Seriously, you know how many friendships we lost? You know how much good people we lost from our lives because we think that we know something? Your mind stays in it now. I'm telling you, it is what it is. And you don't, listen, some things are bigger. Some things we will never understand. But nature is very simple. Nature is all simplicity. Everything happened with the same laws. Nature does not change laws. The same laws is the same laws that we abide by, nature. So number one, don't look into things. Just let it be what they are. That's it. Number two, this is a very popular one that you have heard before. Don't focus on what you can't control. Many of us, all we focus on is what we can't control. Many of us, all we focus on is what we can't control. For some reason, what we can't control. You know when you can't control something and you focus on it? Your mind is all gone. When you don't focus on what you can't control, it frees up space in your mind. Because there's nothing that you can do about it. When you focus on what you can't control, you lose control of what you can do. You completely lose control. When you focus on what you can't control, you lose control over the things that you have control of. Many of us, when we get in these feelings, do you know what happens? We lose control. Because we focus on, see, the reason why these feelings are so strong. Yeah, you malfunction. You know, the reason why these feelings are so strong is because we are trying to figure something out. We are trying to look at something that we can't control. Somebody left us. Let's say somebody left us, right? Somebody broke up with us. We focus on what we can't control. We focus on, we can't control them coming back. We can't control them loving us. We can't control them wanting us. We can't control them staying. So you know what we do? We focus on what we can't control. Why can't you stay? Why can't you go? And when you focus on that, your feelings become strong. And as your feelings become strong, you begin to malfunction. That's like someone said. You begin to malfunction. Your whole body begins to shut down. You become depressed because why? Because you are focusing on what you can't control. So your mind cannot stop. Your mind is just cluttered. Because you are trying to control something that you have no business over. The only thing that you can control is you. And guess what? Many of us can't even control us. Yet we're trying to control them. As a matter of fact, the easiest, one of the biggest reasons why we try to control others' behaviors is because we can't control ours. Because we gotta be so careful in how we do with people. We gotta make sure we check their phones, we check this, we check that, we check, we beg them and we plead them just so that they do the right thing. Thank you, Cece. Just so that they do the right action, so that if they do the right action, then we can feel good. But God forbid, if they do something that we don't like, we lose it. Why? Because we can't control what we are. So the best thing to do, what we do, is to control what people do. Especially in relationships. If I could control where you go, what you wear, what you this, what you that, what you this, who you talk to, who you are talking on the phone, if I can control that, then I can be controlled. I can be okay. I can relax. But if I can't control that, if I can't control what you do, where you go, who you talk to, I lose control. The only control you have is you. People are going to do what they want to do regardless. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do. And when you understand that the only thing that you can control is you, your mind frees up space. Seriously. Thank you, Dog Chocolate. Your mind frees up space. That's what you need, your mind to free up space. Number 3. What you must do is mind your business. Simple. Simple. We know these things. Mind your business. What we must do is mind our business. Let me tell you what our businesses are. our finances, our health, our mental clearance or happiness or peace, or mental health, physical. Number 3 is minding your business. Our physical, what we feel, what we think, where we are, what we're doing. Mind your business. We don't have enough to put our energy outwards into other people's lanes. We don't have enough. Hey, Irene, we don't have enough energy to fill somebody else's life. We only have enough for one. You know, when we were created, we were all created fully as one. It was one. It was just one. So when you take that energy and disperse it into the entire universe, your work, your boss, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your friends, the media, what people think, what people do, what people doing, who they're doing it with, who liked your picture, who liked your post, who didn't like it, who don't like you. When you put your energy is gone, it's leaving you. And as your energy leaves, you understand your mind is fighting something. Your mind can't be at peace because you're not there, you're not present. So the mind is looking for you. Understand. When you give your energy out, your mind begins to look for you. Where you at? I don't know where you're at. Are you here? Are you there? What are you doing? So now you can't find peace. You find fear. You find insecurities. You find stress, but you cannot find you. And that's why you don't have peace. That's why you have so much fear. Because when you are dispersing your energy, there's no one protecting you. When you are not present, you are completely missing elsewhere. And guess what? You can't do nothing here. The mind begins to look for you. The mind begins to become busy. The mind is worrisome. The mind is stressing. The mind is like trying to find something unique, something different, something familiar. Understand, mind your business. When you begin to mind your business, you begin to grow. When you begin to grow, you become to be at peace. See, the reason why we can't mind our business is because when we look at ourselves and our business, we don't like where we're at. It's hard to mind the business that you can't stand, don't it? Thank you, Cece. It's so hard to mind the business where you can't stand. When you can't stand the business, you don't mind it. If you love your business, you would mind it. Get to love your business again. Get to love that business. Get to create the best business that you can. But your business is so much, it is so broad. Man, it's your physical. That's your mental, it's your spiritual, psychological. It is so much different compartments, but we don't do it. We rather dismiss our health. That's facts. We rather dismiss our health, dismiss our mental, dismiss this. We don't want to heal. We don't want to forgive. Forgiveness is your business. Guess what? If you don't forgive, where's your mind at on that person that you haven't forgive? If you haven't forgive, where's your mind at in those people who come into you? If you haven't forgive, you are afraid. If you haven't forgive, you begin to fight. If you haven't forgive, right, your heart is still closed, thinking that everybody's going to hurt you because you are experiencing this trauma within your heart. And when you experience this trauma within your heart, guess what happens? Your mind can't be free. Your mind is always expecting something to happen. Your mind begins to expect. So forgiveness is your business. It is. But we don't mind that either because we can't forgive. We're still having people saying, I can't forgive. I can't forgive. That's your business. Listen, I get it. It's hard sometimes to forgive, but forgiveness is yours. It's not for them. Forgiveness don't take somebody off the hook. It takes you off the hook. That's what forgiveness does. It doesn't take somebody else off the hook. It removes you from the hook that you put them on. So that's why you have to forgive. And when you forgive, Ariel, you take care. When you forgive, it's like, it takes time. It does. I ain't gonna lie. It do take time. Forgiveness brings you peace. Hey, spiritual healer, how you doing? It brings you peace. But when you forgive somebody, it removes them from that burden. But if you don't forgive, every time you see them, your mind is messed up. Every time you think about them, your mind is effed up. Every time your mind travels in that direction, your mind begins to resist. You begin to resist. You begin to stress. Because you haven't, that's your business. Love is your business. Love is your business. If you can't love, how is your mind going to be at peace? Love is your protection. What else do you think is your protection? That is your protection. Love, the more you love is the more you're protected. The more you love is the more you elevate. Listen, the more you love is when you leave them people behind. See your enemies, you leave them behind. The more you love is the more you elevate, is the more you increase. And the more you increase, people back there, dumb, they can't touch you anyways. So what? Love is your business. Mind your business. Don't try to mind their business by hating them, hating what they do, hating what they stand for, hating who they are, hating what they did. That's their business. See, what they did is their business that you're minding. Who they are is their business that you're minding. What they said is their business, is their words coming from their heart. That's not your business. See, what they think is their business from their own mind. Their mind only affects them, not you. That's their business. You gotta mind your business. Yeah. See, all this time you think that your business is to protect this from everything that doesn't belong there. All those thoughts, those feelings, all those reactions. Keep your vibration high. This is your business. Love is your business. Trust is your business. Some of you can't trust because you are focused on what somebody else might be doing. That is not your business. This is your business. Trust. Listen, you are doing too much. That's why your mind can't be at free. Your mind can't be at peace because you're trying to mind somebody's business. Listen, what he or she might be doing, that's their business. What you do is that you trust that you're going to be okay. That's your business. Seriously, what somebody else do, that's their business. But can I be okay with what they're doing? That's my business. That's your business. Trust is your love, trust, protection, health. That's your business. I don't want to trust. I don't want to love. Then you're doing somebody else's business. You're minding somebody else's business. You're minding what they might do, what they could do, who they could do it to. That's when you focus on their business. Change the frequency of how you respond. Press the recover. Yeah. So we're good with number 3. Hey, Empress. We're good with number 3. We're good. Mind your business. Your love, your body, your mind, your healing, your happiness. Mind the business that minds you. Facts. Mind your business. Let them ass go when they prove you wrong. I'm telling you. That's it. Number 4. Good. You mind your business. Good. Number 4 is very simple. This goes back into number 1, I think. Number 4, learn to accept what is. Number 4, you want your mind clear? Learn to accept what is. You know what that means? Learn to accept what is. Learn to accept what is. Anybody know why? If you can't accept what is, it brings you hell, don't it? If you can't accept what is, it brings you hell. Because when you can't accept it, do you know what it does? You resist it. Is it that you accept or you resist? Is it that you go for or go against? If you go against what's happening, you are resisting. Guess what? That goes back to don't think about the monkey. Don't think about the monkey. Don't think about it. I said don't think about it. Don't think about it. What's on your mind? The monkey. The monkey stays on your mind. You can't leave no more. You can't do anything else. The monkey is it. You see the monkey everywhere you go. Monkeys in the cloud. The monkeys start dancing. Your kids bring monkeys home. Your daughter wants a monkey for a toy. Daddy can have his monkey. You start seeing bananas and thinking about monkeys. You see a banana peeling monkey. Why? What was a monkey here? The monkey. If you try to resist, that clogs up your mind. So your mind, have you ever resist somebody leaving you? Have you ever been told, the monkey mind, have you ever been told, I don't want you no more? And you can't accept it? And the mind won't let you sleep? People be like, I have a broken heart. You don't have a broken heart. You have an unaware mind. It's not the heart that keeps you up. It's your mind where you can't rest it because you are fighting to accept it. See, everybody, my heart is broken. Your heart is not broken. Your mind is unawakened. Your mind is unaccepting. Your mind don't want to accept what was. Your mind is fighting what is. You are resisting life. Listen, you have to accept what is. Listen, if somebody don't want you, accept it. People be like, but you don't have no feelings. I have feelings, but it's point. Why use my feelings in here? Hey, Aziz, how you doing? Why use my feelings now, though? What's my feelings got to do with the truth? But you don't care. I care, but I understand. I could only focus on what I could control. I know what I feel. I know what I want. But if you're going to leave, I can't do anything about it. You have to leave, and you have to allow me to do what I must do. Because the truth is, if I resist you leaving, you can't leave my mind. See, many times we give people power. We give them too much power over our minds because we are trying to stop or resist what they are doing. We resist that they don't want us. We resist that they left. We resist they cheated. We resist the lying. You can't resist that. Because you know why? You will always know the truth. Hey, Amora, how are you doing? I recognize you. Thank you for your support. Always on YouTube. Thank you. You can't, listen, anytime you try to resist, I wish I can completely forget him. I accept it doesn't want me. I'm struggling to forget him. You don't have to forget somebody to move on. Hey, Purple Tortoise, how are you doing? Listen, you don't have to forget somebody. How do you forget somebody? Hey, Anata, you don't have to forget anybody. You don't forget what apple pie smells like. It's a memory. You know, you don't have to forget what you ate yesterday to move on to today. You don't have to forget what person talked to you yesterday so that you can forget to move on today. You don't have to forget anything. You can't forget. Stop trying to forget, because when you try to forget, you hold on to it more. Remember, what you're trying to resist persists even stronger. If you try to forget somebody, they stay on you. Again, that's resistance. Anything that you put, listen, anything that you put resistance to becomes stronger. You are not trying to resist or forget somebody. You can't forget. Your mind don't work like that. Let me tell you how to do it. Let me tell you how to do it. Okay? If a person that you dated, this is what I do. This is what I've done. You all might think that it sounds corny. Facts, Infinity. You all might think it sounds corny, it sounds ridiculous, it sounds crazy. If somebody leave you, love them even more. Because remember when, do you remember when you was loving them? How you slept peacefully? You remember when you loved them? Your mind was free? Your mind didn't ruminate on them? Do you remember when you loved them? You was at peace? Love them anyways. If you resist them, your mind can't be free. Because your mind ain't supposed to have those things in it. Because those things is what you are. So when you have those things in it, you are fighting, ain't you? You're fighting. You are at war. If you are at war, you are in survival mode. When you're in survival, you try to survive. You ain't trying to be at peace. You can't survive and be at peace. Many of you are in survival mode. That's why you can't find peace, because you are trying to fight. You can't fight and be at peace at the same time. It doesn't make sense. When somebody leave you, love them even harder. Wish them love. Pray for their safety. Pray for their well-being. Pray that they are happy. That's what you do. You are not trying to, I hope. No, because when you speak unto your own self. Do you know when you speak into your own self? Hey, Glow for it, how are you doing? When you speak. Yeah, it's a tough one, Maria, I ain't gonna lie. But when you speak, your words come from here. If your words, listen, if danger comes from here, that means this is dangerous, ain't it? I mean, think about it. Out of the mouth, the heart speaks. Listen, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. Listen, if you speak those things, that means those things coming from here. And if those things come from here, you are already hurt. You are already damaging yourself. You are already on the danger zone. You are already messing yourself up, because when those words, when you speak and wish, when you wish somebody, because remember, your words only edifies you. It does edify someone else. So when you speak against someone, when you speak harshly and think harshly, you are the only one doing it. You are the only one. It's happening to you. You are the one experiencing it. You are the one beginning to suffer. You have to love people when they leave. Because if you don't love them when they leave, if you don't accept what is, you're going to resist them. Some of you are resisting something your entire life and you can't find peace. When you resist things, your breath change. Hurting yourself, the vulnerable facts. When you resist things, you hurt. When you resist things, your breath change. You can't breathe anymore. Think about it. Anxiety, I'm anxious. Some of you have anxiety. Who has anxiety? A lot of you have anxiety. You can't breathe. You can't take a deep breath. You haven't breathed in years. Thank you, Nay. You haven't breathed in years. When you try to take a deep breath, your heart don't let you. Your lungs don't let you. Your breath don't go in. You can't breathe. You have to accept what is. You have to accept what is. Hey, Lydia, you have to accept life as it is. You are taking it too personal. Hey, Ovesta, you are taking life too personal. You all came here to learn. You all came here to attach to everything you touch. You came here to learn. You came here for the lessons. You came here to differentiate between a low vibration and a higher frequency. You came here to touch, taste, smell. You came here to differentiate between the low vibrational earth and a high vibrational dimension that you came from. But you all came here and you forgot. No, you stressing now. You want to attach now. People, I can't believe people are not real. Hey, you are looking at the world so messed up. Because you're taking it personal. Learn. Do you take school do you take college so personal? Learn while you're here. Don't focus on what they are doing or who's doing it. Learn the lessons. Move through life. You can't go through life resisting things. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why. We're still at number 4. We're at number 4. Let me go deeper with number 4. Can I go deeper with number 4, if you all don't mind? I don't want to stay here for too long. But can I do a little longer on number 4? Because number 4 is very important. Because number 4 will blow your mind. Number 4, if you really go in number 4, it will blow your effing mind open. I had this dude call me once. And he said, Kirk, I was dating this girl. I was with this girl. And, but I cheated on her with another girl. I said, why you do that? He said, well, that's not the point. I said, okay, continue. He said, but now the girl don't want me no more. And I really love her, man. I love her. She found out and I love her. I can't live without her. But I said, well, think about it. If you couldn't live without her, then you wouldn't have cheated, right? He said, no, that's not. I said, think about it. I said, think. Let's go logics. If she was this important, if you loved her so much, if she was your world like that, you probably. I said, how long you been with her? I'm thinking. He said he been with her for 10 years. He said, I've been with her for 6 months. I said, you tripping. I said, you definitely ain't. No. I said, let me tell you exactly what it is. I said, let me go deeper into what you are doing. And I broke it down to him. I said, listen, it's not that you love that woman so much. It's just that now you have lost control and you are resisting the idea that she doesn't want you. And since you can't get her back, you are resisting that idea. And the more you resist, it looks like love. See, the more you resist something, it looks, because now when you resist something, you shoot energy. You shoot all your energy. Every energy is going to that direction. You're taking all your focus, all your thoughts. You left everything behind. You don't want the one you was cheating with anymore. You don't want the one who liked you. You are taking all your focus and you are, bam, sending it to this one person. You think it's love because all your energy is there. This is why many of us thinking that we are in love while we can't leave. Because you are resisting. See, resistance look like love. when you are focused on resistance. See, some of you all know the relationship is garbage, but you are resisting the fact that they are leaving you and you want to stay. Oh my God, don't leave me. But you wanted to leave them a while ago. But now that they're leaving you first and you have no control, now you think it's love. Now you think it's love. It's not love, it's resistance. Resistance looks similar because you're forcing all your energy. Listen, that's what you do when you resist. That's why you can't find peace. Peace can't be found when you resist. Does that make sense? We like somebody more when they leave us. Why? Because we resist the idea that they left. That's why we always want to go back. We resist. Does that make sense? It makes sense, doesn't it? Don't get confused. If you don't resist, you don't go back. I promise you. If you accept what is, you don't go back so many times. Seriously, study that. Think about what I'm saying. Matter of fact, the next time somebody leave you, the next time somebody this, the next time somebody, if you don't resist it, see how easily it happened. See how smooth it begin to flow. See what happened. See how your mind just relaxes. Oh, she's gone. But you didn't care. I cared, but I don't want to resist you. My heart is not to resist. Listen, the law of resistance says that whatever you resist, you draw to you. Whatever you resist, you draw to you even more. You pull it to you. If you resist this, it comes to you faster. If you resist being poor, poverty comes to you. If you're trying to resist you're in a relationship that they might leave you, they leave you faster. If you are trying to resist that person cheating on you and they might cheat and you and you hate it, they're gonna cheat. You don't even know what you're doing. Hey, literal energy, how you doing? Loki said you resist money. You don't even know what you're doing. See, many of us, we don't realize that even in our relationship, and this is going deeper in learn to accept what is. This is all number 4. Number 4 is very deep. It clears up space in your mind. I'm telling you, because if you can't control your mind will put things or bring things that attracts you to that what you are thinking. It's the mind that attracts you to every single thing in this life, because your mind has a power over your frequency. If you think in this, your frequency changes based on how you think, based on how you vibrate. So imagine if you are with someone in a relationship and you are spiritually connected to them. You have sex, you are in love, you like that person, you are connected to them spiritually. Imagine having a connection that says, or connection states this. A connection is this, the share of information. So if I'm connected to you, right, we share information. Yes or no? If I'm connected to you, we share information. Information and energy is shared from one person to the next. That's what connection does. When you are in a relationship, we are connected most of the time. And if we are connected, I can feel when you're sad. Baby, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. You want my shirt? Baby, what's wrong? Nothing. No, something is wrong. No, nothing is wrong. Something is wrong. I feel it. Baby, you okay? Yeah. No, you're not, because you feel it. You feel it. So imagine, you're in a relationship. Exactly, T. Now you're in a relationship. I begin to resist you cheating. I hope you don't cheat. I hope you don't cheat. I hope you don't cheat. I begin to upload information from me to you. You don't know that it's me thinking it. You start thinking about cheating. See, the mind does not know reverse psychology. The mind does not know don't cheat. When it hears don't cheat, it says cheat. Don't think, I think. No monkey, monkey stays. No banana, banana stays. So when you start to say, I hope you don't cheat, I hope you don't cheat, you become afraid. Now the feelings that you have, listen, when you think something, understand this. We all do. Do you all believe in, what's it called? Telepathy? I can't say those words with my accent. It doesn't sound right. Understand this. The way to transfer a feeling. I don't want to tell you all this because I don't want you all trying it. Okay? I don't want you all trying it because I don't want you all doing something stupid and getting in trouble. Telepathy, yes, that word. Understand this. Every human being, based on the frequency that you are in, you can send information to the person. Listen, understand this. Please know this. You do it unintentionally. We do it all the time to our kids. Sometimes you are with a person, right? Oh, Devona, why are you sad? Sometimes we do it with our family. Sometimes you send energy and thoughts to somebody that you love. You can. Some of us are doing it unintentionally. When you have a feeling and a thought, and the thought is strong and the feeling is strong, especially when there's a resistance, when you resist the idea, when you resist, if you think about him cheating, understand, what do you start to feel? If you think about your husband cheating, your boyfriend cheating, if you think about somebody cheating on you, your girlfriend, boyfriend, how do you begin to feel? Tell me, be honest. Good, Susan. How do you feel? You start to feel terrible, don't you? You start to feel scared, you start to feel insecure, you start to feel angry, you start to feel bad, you start to feel restless, because now that feeling. Now, if me and you are connected, think, come on now, I'm going deep, but I know I'm going deep because we don't think like this. Imagine, unintentionally, my feelings change. I begin to send you that same feeling because I am connected to you. What you feel, I feel. You know, in a connection, what you feel, I feel. What you think comes to me. And what I think comes to you. So I begin to think. Have this strong feeling. Next thing you know, the person cheats. I knew it. Did you know it? You didn't know it. You don't know that you had a part to do with it. No, I know some of you are like, no, I didn't. That person had a choice. Listen, some of us, 95% of us, let me go deep for a second. 95% of us, hey Ruby, 95% of us, can I say this without you all being offended? Please? Can I say it? Because I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to blow your mind real quick. Can I say this? Can I please say this? 99% of you don't know why you do what you do. Tell me I'm wrong. 99% of you don't know why you do what you do. You just feel. And you know where the feeling coming from? You have no idea, do you? You have no idea. I just woke up feeling this. How do you wake up with a feeling? That's why you do. Why? I don't know why I couldn't. I don't know why I had to eat. I don't know why I had to sleep with him or sleep with her. I don't know why. Because you are doing things because you are not the author of your actions. Oh, Jesus Christ, yo. When you are connected to someone, they have power or influence over what you feel and what you do. You know how to do that? It's called connection. That's what you do. All of a sudden, you start to feel, where does feeling come from? It's not you. That's why you must focus on what you know over what you feel. Because what you feel sometimes ain't even yours. It ain't coming from you. It ain't because of you. It's not you because it's not yours. So we do stupid things because we don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why he did it. Have you all ever heard? I don't know why I did it. Have you ever said this? I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I did it. And we adults. Ain't we? Aren't we? Isn't we? We are adults. You made me do it. We are adults. And we still don't understand where is it coming from. Because I'm telling you guys, it's them connections that we have. We got to be careful. We got to be careful. Now I can move on. Now you all get me. When he cheat, us happy relationship. Yeah. Because, listen, this is why when you're in a relationship, whatever could happen, leave it alone. Don't let your mind go those places. You know, the Bible tells you this. Whatever is pure. Do y'all remember the verse? We really are powerful for real. Whatever is good, whatever is perfect, think on those things. Don't put when your mind is very powerful now. When your mind goes on those things, you begin to be drawn to those things. We begin to pull those things. We begin to experience. If your mind go on trauma, what happens? You begin to experience trauma, don't you? Aren't us? All the time. Go ahead. Think about what happened to you 10 years ago. See what happened. Your body began to become weird. Your pupils change. Why? Because if your mind travels there and you put that emotion there, now the trauma is yours today. The mind is very strong. I'm telling you how to calm your mind. Stop resisting what you can't control. If something happened, be it. Listen, when you're in a relationship, the more you can relax is the more you become beautiful. A matter of fact, hey Beatrice, a matter of fact, a woman who can be relaxed is the most beautiful woman in this world. A woman who can relax is the most beautiful woman in this whole world. Because her energy, her feminine energy oh my God. Her feminine energy, if she ain't got to stress, if she ain't got to worry, if she ain't got to pay them bills and she late and stuff, but her energy, she just begin to glow. Ain't she? No stress, no worry, no resistance. Oh my God, energy just on fleek. Is that still a word? I'm telling you. But when she gotta worry and stress, she's not as beautiful anymore. Hey Christina, she's not as easy to do. She just, I'm not saying it's your fault. When you're in a relationship, hey Shauna, what you want to do? You want to completely relax. Whether you're a man or woman, because you can't control what people do. You can't control if they cheat or not. Don't checking their phones is pointless. Checking their phones put you in a vibration. You can't control if they cheat, who they go to, who they cheating with. It ain't my business. You think I'm gonna be in a relationship to worry about what you're doing? Hey Black Diamond, you think I'm gonna be with you and worrying about what you're doing? Man, listen, if I'm with you, I'm perfectly. But you look like you don't care. I care. I just can't worry about what you're doing. I got other things I'm doing with my energy. I'm building this kingdom for my family. I'm making sure that my family is healed. I'm making sure my kids get the energy. Because when you get those energy, you're sharing the energy with your kids. You don't want to give that to your kids. You know your kids grew up in trauma that they never experienced. Trauma bond to your trauma. Never experienced your trauma, but they trauma bond to it. Hey Lasanda, how you doing? You gotta relax. And this is where trauma comes in for many people, especially when you was in a toxic relationship, that now you're in a new relationship and now you worry because you don't want it to happen and you are resisting it. You see like how some of you all have been in trauma relationship, PTSD relationship, and the same thing happens in every relationship. The same thing happens. The same thing happens. Hey Adrienne, do you want to notice that? The same thing happens. Why? Because you're thinking the same thing. You think about it. You think about it. A matter of fact, when you're in that place of thinking about it, well, I don't want a man who cheats. I don't want a man who lie. Because before you meet that man or the woman, what happens? I don't want a man who cheats. I don't want a man who cheats. That's all you can attract. A man who cheats. Don't think about the monkey. Don't think of the monkey. The monkey is all that appears. The monkey is all you're going to create in your world. Don't think about the monkey. So I don't want a man who cheats. I don't want a man who lie. You only attract those men. So the same thing happens every single time. You have to learn to relax. Let what happen, happen. Let what is to be. Sarah. How the song goes? Sarah. Hey Tink. Whatever will be, will be. Listen, you can't stop. You ain't God. You ain't God. I'm not a Sagittarius. You ain't God. Okay, Sarah, right? Thank you. You ain't God. Let the universe decide. That's God. That's God. Listen, whether they cheated or not, ain't your business. That's God's business. Ain't your business. That's God. Listen, that's their business. That's their lesson. It's not your lesson. Listen, let people do what they're doing. Don't resist anything. It keeps your mind clear. But guess what? If you think about it all the time, is your mind clear? If you think they're cheating, is your mind ever clear? If you think somebody is cheating, is your mind ever clear? If you think they're lying, listen, whether you lie to me or not, I'm done with it. Okay, you're right. You can cheat on me. Listen, you can cheat on me so easily. I ain't looking for nothing. I said, listen, you can cheat on me so easily. Hey Mary, how you doing? I ain't looking for nothing. I'm not looking for anything. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to go back. Listen, you grown. Do what you must. I ain't looking for it. I ain't looking for nothing at all. Because for what? Now, here's the deal. Exactly, infinity. Now, here's the deal, though. Hey, Betty, here's the deal. If you think love, feel love, experience love, most of the times, the ones that you're going to attract is love. You know who attracts narcissists? You know how some people attract narcissists? Everybody that is with narcissists? Why? Because you're an emotional person. You don't think what is right. You feel what is right. It's different. You have no discipline. You're only in tune with your feelings. You call yourself an empath. And just because you can feel feelings doesn't mean that you have to go into the feelings. But you're not an empath because you're going into the feelings. You just don't feel and say, oh, I feel hot. Oh, it's a message. I feel something's going to happen. Oh, that's a message. Leave it alone. But the reason why we attract narcissists, and it's not narcissists because it's only a small percentage, it's because you are in tune with your emotions. You are an emotional creatures. So you use life, you emote to everything. You don't make decisions. See, if a person knows right from wrong, whether I feel, I don't care. Whether I feel, I like you, I want you, it doesn't matter because what I know is what I know. See, what I know, that's why you gotta be disciplined. The reason why we attract all this narcissistic people, hey, Sugar, how you doing? It's because you're into your feelings. Well, you know what? I'm a woman. I don't care what you are. You have a choice. Your feeling is your choice. Anyways, let's not get into that. That's a whole different day. Because I'm going to talk about, I have a message, alive. It says 5 things that you do to avoid narcissists. You all want to see that video? You all want to see that live? Y'all make sure y'all come back. I'll tell you all when. 5 things that you do to avoid narcissists. I promise you, it makes sense. This is all about energy. Okay, I stayed on number 4 for too long. That was too long. Let's go number 5. Thank you, Lynn. Let's go number 5. Wow, 19 years. Yep, they're ready for number 5. Here's how you do it. Thank you, Shug. Thank you. I was trying to dance like you, but it just wouldn't. My dancing skill wasn't dancing. But one day. All right. Here's number 5. This is the hardest part. If you want to keep your mind clear, if you want to keep that clog in that mind clear, number 5, what you must do is this. Everybody has thoughts. Thank you, Christina. Everybody, thoughts come to you. Everybody. Listen, you can be eating your food. Here come a thought. Nope. You could be dancing, talking to your girlfriend. Here comes a thought. Zzz. You can be just being still or being chilling. Here comes a thought. And the thought makes you sick. The thought makes you... When those thoughts come, what you must do. Number 5, when thoughts come, let them be. Don't try to force them out. Thank you, Adams. Number 5, when the thoughts come, let them be. If you stop a thought, if you try to stop a thought, you're going to suffer. If you try to stop a thought, you suffer. Because when you stop a thought, again, you begin to resist the thought. See how the resistance is always coming? You see how the resistance is always coming in? Right, Mary? You see how the resistance always... When the thought comes, allow the thought to be. Let me go deeper. When the thought comes, acknowledge the thought. Oh, look at what thought comes. Oh, look at that thought. Some of you can't do that. Let me tell you what to do. Y'all want to know what to do? To clear your mind up? To free your mind up? I'm going to give you logics. Here's the deal. Some of you, your minds don't stop. Your minds never stop. Your minds can't be at peace. Why? Because when a thought comes, you go with the thought. For me, when a thought comes, I look at the thought. I recognize the thought. Let them come and let them go. Exactly. See, when the thought comes, I don't care what thought it is. I look at it. See, it's like a shadow. If you look at the shadow moves, it disappears. See, the shadow don't want to be seen. or recognize, just like your thought. Because the thought knows once you become aware of the thought must disappear. Listen to what I just said. The thoughts know that if I am not aware of the thought, if I'm not aware, it stays and I go with it. But the thoughts know if I am aware of the thought, it's gone. In your dreams, if you are dreaming, once you become aware that you are dreaming, your dream is just, you up. Have you ever had a lucid dream? You ever dreamt and you was lucid? And as soon as you either see yourself in the mirror in your dream, or you realize in your dream, oh, I am dreaming, up. Why? Because your awareness stops in. Your awareness steps in. I want to talk about awareness. See, when you think you are unaware, you are sleeping. And how do you know that you are sleeping? When you wake up. How do you know when you are thinking? When you stop thinking. Hey, Audrey, how are you doing? How do you know when you are thinking? When you stop thinking. When the thought is done. When the thought comes, if you stay aware, when the thought comes and you could recognize, oh, a thought is here, the thought leaves. If you try to stop the thought stays. I always say this all the time. If you go to somebody's house and you go over to their house and you knock on their door and they let you in. What's up, hello, brother? How you doing, man? I'm in Europe. When you go to somebody's house and somebody gives you water and food and drink and snack and a bed and a pillow, you ain't leaving. That person welcomes you. But if you don't give that person no food, no snacks, no conversation, no entertainment, that person feels awkward and he leaves and don't come back. Just like a thought. If a thought comes and you give it food and energy and entertainment and you're angry and you're emotion, if a thought comes and you begin to feel what you were doing, you feed the thought. So the thought stays. As you feed the thought energy, you, in return, your emotions elevate. As your emotions get stronger, the thought continues. As the thought continues, your emotions go longer. Next thing you know, you are in a mood. So what was supposed to be a few seconds of an emotion becomes a mood. And when you keep that thought and you keep that mood, it goes into a temperance. 5 days and you stay in the same mood. Somebody asks you 2 days from now, hey man, what's wrong? Man, you know what a girl did, man? Same mood. You keep that mood and the thought stays in the background of your mind. And if you keep that mood for days and weeks, it becomes what? A personality. After a year, you have the same mood. Now, some of your personality is a damn temporary emotion. Angry. Why are you bitter? That was supposed to be a temporary emotion, but you held on to it for so long. What's up, Clyde? How you doing, brother? How you doing? For real. You hold that emotion for so long, it becomes your personality trait. Some of y'all walking around with anger as a personality. Listen, oh, make no damn sense. Some of y'all walking around miserable. That was supposed to be a temporary emotion. No, that's just me. That is not you. That has never been you. That's an emotion that you've been carrying on for years that you haven't let go. Clyde, for real. Some of y'all are carrying around temporary emotions as your personality. That's why you can't keep nobody. I'm triggered. Everybody triggers me. I hate people because you are carrying around an emotion. That's not a personality. That's an emotion that you carry around. Everybody triggers you? Really? And you think that's a personality? Everybody triggers you? And you think that you are normal? And you think that's the problem? You got a problem. Hey, Sassy, how you doing? Thank you. Hey, Juliana. You said you could wait for your meeting? You almost missed the whole thing. Hey, thanks, brother. But seriously, this is why let the thoughts be. I don't care what the thought. Listen, let me tell you one fact. Thank you, Little Red Energy. Let me tell you one fact. There is no bad thoughts. Okay, Alvi. One fact. There is no bad thoughts. One fact. There is no bad thought. By the way, this is gonna be on YouTube, okay? This is gonna be on YouTube, okay? So please listen. Can we take a break for a second? Am I for real for what? Can we take a break for a second? Because I'm gonna do my lives on YouTube. As a matter of fact, my narcissist videos is gonna be on YouTube. I'm not gonna come on TikTok and IG or Facebook. I'm gonna do it on YouTube. So please, for a second, can you go to my YouTube channel, please, and just follow me? Because that's where I do my videos. That's where I upload my videos anyways. My long videos where there's more explanation. So can you go to my YouTube channel? This is a break, intermission. Go to my YouTube channel. You get like 1 minute. My YouTube channel is Conscious Kirk. Same thing, Conscious with a K, Kirk. Go to my YouTube, subscribe. Because I'm doing my next video on YouTube. Just YouTube. Can I give you a 1 minute? 1 minute. Being yourself is a good... Yes, yes. That's by Dr. What's his name? I had his book, but my books has been shipped to the States already. Joe Dispenza, right? Joe Dispenza. My YouTube name is Conscious Kirk. K-O-N... Oh, Clyde. Okay. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Mahogany. My YouTube is Conscious with a K, Kirk. Yes, thank you, Moi. That's it right there. Conscious Kirk is my YouTube channel. Thank you, Misky. Thank you. I'm so in love with your energy and your topics. Thank you. Even when it triggers me. Thank you. Becca, my topic triggers you. Don't let these things trigger you. I just speak. Listen, the truth is, hey Tracy, the truth is, I know when I speak these videos, it seems like I don't understand your pain. I understand your pain. I get your pain. I understand your pain because I've experienced those pain already. I have experienced those pain already. That's why I can speak about it. So don't let me trigger you. I'm just speaking. It's just words. Remember, if you listen with emotions, you're going to always be triggered. If you want to find wisdom, listen with nothing. Thank you, Tia. If you want to find wisdom, listen with nothing. You can only learn when you learn to listen with no emotions. If you listen with emotions, what you are doing, you are using your filters to listen. It's not you listening. It's not the truth that you're getting. You're getting a version of the truth. Yes, you have to listen. So when I begin my journey of awareness and enlightenment, it is hard because you have all this old trauma. You have all these things that happen to you. You have all these emotions, these feelings. And when somebody's speaking and it hits you, you're like, I hate her. I hate him. I don't like the way he speaks. Listen with no emotion. Just listen. Because when you listen with no emotions, it feeds you to understand. Exactly. Thank you, Lydia. So, again, I hope you all went to my YouTube channel just now. I give you all a minute intermission to go to my YouTube channel because my next live, 5 things to avoid narcissists in relationships, is going on YouTube and only YouTube live. Please, and I want to bring up people on YouTube to speak about this one because I think many of us have experiences with a bunch of narcissists or a bunch of toxic people that we can speak on so we can exchange dialogue, okay? I want to start doing that on YouTube. I want to start my podcast. That's why when I go to the States, that's going to be just podcast. I'm going to be a podcast man. Listen, okay, so we ready to move on? Well, what did I say I was going to talk about? Oh, yes. Let me continue. Thank you, Tracy. Let me continue. So, here's a fact. Here's a fact. Number 6, right? Let's go number 5 still. Number 5 still. There is no such thing as a bad thought. There is no such thing as a bad thought. There is no bad thoughts. Somebody was saying, really? There is no such thing as a bad thought. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. There is no such thing as a bad energy. It's just energy. But you are trying to label it. You are trying to judge it. You are trying to figure it out. And you think that it's bad or good. There is no bad thought. It's just a thought. If you think a thought is bad, you resist it. And we spoke about resistance already. If you try to resist a thought, it whoops your ass. Don't it? If you think when a thought comes that says he's going to leave, He's gonna leave. If you think that thought is bad, it's gonna whip your butt and you're gonna resist it. And when you resist it, you build energy and you build power. And bam, it happens. He leaves. Because your actions begin to change, your behaviors begin to change, your energy begin to change, you begin to prepare for his leaving. That's what happens. This is what happens. So understand, there is no bad thought. It's just a thought. Just because something happened 20 years ago. This helps you clear your mind. Seriously. If something happened 20 years ago, if it comes to your memory, understand all you are is memory. That's all you are. So when you remember, it's what you are. It's memory. So don't fight your memory. Your memory is doing what it does. Remembering. That's all it's doing. So you are fighting yourself and you don't understand that a nation divided against itself must fall. It cannot stand. When you divide it against what you think or what you feel, you're going to fall because you're going to separate yourself. You can't stand. You have no power. You're powerless against yourself. So when you fight yourself, headaches come. When you fight yourself, your breath changes. Anxiety comes. When you fight yourself, your back starts to go out, don't it? Have you ever fought against something? A thought? Do you notice that you have a headache right here? I got a headache because I don't want to accept the thought. It's a thought. It's a bad thought. It's just a thought. So stop with thinking that it's a bad thought. Yeah, sure, for real. There's no bad thoughts. If you think something, if you think something is a bad thought, you begin to fight it. Don't fight it. It's just a thought. Let the mind, listen. When somebody break up with you, right, or left you, the body will remember. Exactly. I like that. She said, "Be the sky and let the cloud pass." I love it. When somebody break up with you, right? When somebody break up with you, it's experience. It's definitely practice. The body's gonna remember. Do you remember the person that you was with, that you used to just love, that you loved, and the body missed them? Do you know that the body gonna miss them? Be like water. You know that the body's gonna crave them because the body remembers. The body wants what it wants. The body want to touch. The body want to be held by them. Have you wanted to be held by your ex? Not that you wanted them back, but your body just felt like, I want to be held by her. Oh my gosh, oh my God, I felt. Listen, I'm an adult, okay? So I speak adult stuff on my channel. So don't get offended. I say different things on my videos. Don't get offended. Yeah, I was going to put my head on her breast. You know what I'm saying? Like, jeez, I missed the way how it felt. The body gonna miss what it missed. But just because the body brings up a memory or a feeling, you ain't got to fall into it. Don't fall victim to the feeling. It's just a feeling. It's just the body says, I miss him. I miss her. I miss him. I miss her. I miss her. I miss how her butt felt. I miss how small her waist was and her hip came out, and I miss the way how it touched. I'm just being real. Hey, Miss Teacher Sauce, how you doing? Long time no see. No, you ain't miss number 6 yet. Okay. So again, there's no bad thoughts. Let the thoughts come. When the thought come, acknowledge the thought. When you acknowledge the thoughts go. If you don't give the thoughts energy, which is your emotions, if you don't give the thoughts emotion, if you do not give the thoughts emotion, the thoughts don't come back. You teach your brain or you teach your mind which thought you like. Let me explain this to you guys. You teach your mind what thought to bring back. Do you know this? You think it's random. It's not. You think the thoughts are random. Clyde, they think it's random. If a thought comes and you entertain it, it comes back. Oh, tomorrow is coming back. If a thought comes and you give it emotion, it's coming. Listen, the mind don't care which energy you give it. It's energy. It's energy. Right, Kimia? It's energy. Listen, the mind does not care which energy you are using as your source. If you give it energy, which is energy in motion, which is your emotion, if you give it an energy, it comes back because you just fed it. And if you feed a dog, what happens? It comes back again, don't it? Have you ever fed a dog? A stray dog? It comes back. If you feed the dog comes back to eat. It must. So if you feed the thought and emotion, the thought comes back. And they come, why are you always coming back? I don't understand why I can't get rid of it. Because you're feeding it. And you're feeding it more. And every time you come, you give it a place to stay. And you give it food and water. And you give it love. And you give it attention. And you give it time. It comes back. Who doesn't want that? Don't you want somebody who gives you time and attention and love and a reaction? I bet you do. Don't you come? Won't you come back? You will always come back. You will always go back. Imagine if your man or your woman gives you time, when you date, gives you all your attention. Because if you come there and they give you all the attention, all the time, all the focus, oh shoot, I want to stay right here too. I'm gonna come. Oh, what you doing tomorrow? Nothing? I'm coming. No, I have to work. Well, I come sit by you at work. You know what I mean? I'm coming back. So what am I saying? When the thought comes, let the thought be. Hey, there it goes. And I know I know I sound funny. Thank you, Meow Po. I know I'm making a little joke. But this is reality. This is what I do. Not giving to the thought. What about depression? Depression, that's a whole different thing. That, I don't want to talk about depression right now. That's not what I'm going to go into right now, because that's a whole different vibration. That's a vibration that you go into. Thank you, Power Princess. That's a vibration that you go into. Your mind, your body, your experience. You are in a vibration. And when you are vibrating that low vibration, you have to take certain steps. And that's going to change this conversation right here. Okay? All right. So, next one. So, number 6. Now, number 6 is going to be hard for many of you all to deal with. Okay? Number 6 is going to be very hard for you all to deal with. So, the thing is, how do you keep your mind clear? Let me ask you the question, right? Serious question. Number 6. Serious question. If tomorrow morning you wake up, number 5 is when the thoughts come, let them be. Don't fight them. Don't stop them. Just acknowledge them. Okay? How do you deal with rejection? Why must you deal with it? Simple question, right? The question is, how do you deal with rejection? Now, this question is not into this conversation, but why do you deal with it? How do you deal with a narcissist? Why are you dealing with them? What's to deal with? Let it be. I guess maybe we miss this. Let things be as they are. I think many of you, like that question is somebody who missed it. How do you deal with rejection? Can you do anything about it? You can't. Let it be. Not everybody's gonna accept you. People are gonna reject you. Okay? Number 6. Here's the part that if you wake up tomorrow, right? If you wake up tomorrow with no memory, what would be on your mind? If you wake up tomorrow with no memory, what do you think is going to be your thought process? Do you think something's going to be on your mind? So number 6 is this right here. Learn to separate from your identity at times. Learn to get in a space when you are nothing and no one. You want to keep your mind straight. You want to keep your mind peaceful. You want to keep your mind clear. Learn to separate from your identity. Do you get this? You all know what it means? Learn to separate from your identity. See, some of you all, your ego is so big. Your ego is so strong that you just can't be. You have to be this all day. You have to be this role. You have to Be this person. I am a father. I am a mother. I have a job. I am black. I am 6 foot tall. I am this. And that's your identity that you live in. Learn to separate from that identity. Separate. Stop. Stop being you. See like how people say, be you? Stop being you. Take a time out of every day to stop being you. Every day. If you can stop being you for a few minutes, you practice separation. Hey, Loretta, if you can stop being you, listen, you know how to stop being you? Let me tell you how to stop being you. Because what you are a made-up idea, okay? You are an identity that you made up. Who you think you are. People say, I know who I am. No, you don't. You don't know who you are. You know what you practice. You don't know who you are. Who are you? You didn't come from here. So you have no idea who you are. But just because you practice something every day, you practice going to the same place, being with the same people, doing the same thing, you think, I know who I am. You don't know who you are. And let that be okay. I don't know who I am. I don't want to know. Kirk, who are you? I don't have no idea. But do I want to know? Hell no. Be open to everything and attached to nothing. When you become that, your identity changes. It changes. Your ego is too strong, so everything happens, it affects you. Let me tell you when you know that your ego is too strong. You are always triggered. You are always in your feelings. You are always in your emotions. You are always angry. You are always this. You look for all these desires. You have all these needs. You have all these wants. You are always missing. You can't be present. You are always out there searching for something. That means your identity is too strong. It's too strong. Separate from your identity. Go to a place of silence. Go to a place of pure silence. As a matter of fact, when you practice and put the mind on silence all the time, the mind desires that. The mind becomes addicted to it. Because now the mind knows when I'm on silence, new ideas come to me. When I become on silence, see, a person who always thinks always feels. True or false? Hey, Munzie, for my overthinkers, ain't you always emotional? Come on, let's talk logics. If you are overthinker, you are always overfeeling. I'm an empath. No, you're overthinking. You're thinking. Some of you are an empath. You're just thinking every day. You're thinking. And the more you think, you're emotional. Your emotions. Because your thoughts create your emotions. What's up? Only one key. Your thoughts create emotions. You are always up, down, because you are on a journey of your thoughts, and wherever the thoughts go, your emotions, your feelings go, because you get involved. You get involved with your thoughts. So then your identity becomes too strong. Get into a place of silence. To just react. Yeah. Get into a place of silence. See, when you are always thinking, you are always tense. When you're always thinking, you're always tense. You're always, when you tense, what happens? When you always tense, what happens? Your body begins to shut down. You become to be in survival mode. Your body, your heart, your lungs is not needed. You begin to shut down. Your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, this area is open for attack. That's why many people who overthink, who are always stressing and worrying, they shut down. The heart, high blood pressure begin to happen. All this kidneys and chest, all this lungs cancer and breast cancer and because you lose focus. Energy is not flowing there. See, the energy that you need to flow ain't flowing anymore. Because when you are in stress, the energy goes to your arms and your leg and your jaw to fight, run, or bite somebody, right? To escape. When you stress, the human being is not supposed to be under stress for long. See, the zebra don't stay in stress. The zebra runs from the predator, gets to a safe place, bam, stops. He begins to eat and graze. He's not stressed. The human being keep stressing. The thought comes, stress. The feeling comes, stress. The thought comes, stress. Nothing happening, human. I'm so stressed. Nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. Human. I'm so stressed. Nobody chasing you. Nobody chasing you. Human. I'm so stressed. You're shutting down your own stuff. Victoria, I think we're talking about the mind. You're talking about how can I recover from disappointment and heartache. I have still lived with this person. Listen, how do you recover from disappointment? That's a whole different conversation, man. Learn to be still. Get your body and your mind addicted to it. Because the more you become still, is the more peace you experience. Don't it? Have you ever been still before? You see that peace that you experience? Well, the heart becomes addicted to it. The body becomes addicted to it. Your lungs become because your breathing is different. Boy, if you ever... See, when you gotta run for your life, when you gotta fight for your life, you are always out of breath, ain't you? When somebody is chasing you, out to get you, somebody's a threat, you are always, your breath, because you're running for your life. Thank you, Carrie. Relax. Leave your identity behind by being still. Repeat this. I am no one. I am nowhere. And I am doing nothing. Can you all repeat that? Change your mind about things, living present. Yeah. Repeat that. I am no one. I am nowhere. And I do nothing. If you can just relax. I am no one. See, when I become no one, my thoughts stop. Because what identity am I? What am I? I'm not at work. I'm not a father. I'm not nobody's mother. I ain't nobody's friend. I ain't nobody's this. I'm just no one. I'm no one. If I'm no one, my identity detaches from who I am. It leaves. So I become in this place. If I am detached from my identity, my breath change. Now I'm free. See, those identity, they hold you down, don't they? They hold you down for so, they be under pressure. You be feeling like you are, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta go here, you gotta work harder, you gotta be stressed. Relax. How do you do that and also your responsibilities? For one, those responsibilities are just roles that you play. See, many of us, we take these roles too personal. It's just a role that you play. Troy, you bored, man? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. Buffalo nickel. What's a buffalo nickel? I don't understand. Excuse me. Dudes just keep talking and I don't know what he's saying. I Devona. Listen, some people just be on a whole different place. I don't even understand. I'm here speaking and this dude's speaking about all different type of worms. I'm like, wolf, what are you talking about? I don't get angry, right? Because I don't get upset. It's just, I don't know why people just be on some stuff. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, oh my Lord. Dude talking about worms and aliens and... Okay, it's time to go now, man. Like, jeez. Are you here? I don't know. I don't know if it was calling me a worm or what. I don't like, me? I'm a worm? What? I'm a wolf now? I'm crying. What am I? I'm not crying. I'm confused. I'm like, is he talking to me? I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. Okay, somebody asked me a question. Oh. the King's names. For real. You know, how to keep your mind clear, you gotta laugh, man. For real, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh every day. You gotta laugh. You gotta take time to laugh. You hear me? You gotta laugh. For no reason. Don't wait for nobody to make you laugh. Just because life will give you things to laugh about. Especially when you got kids and stuff. If you don't laugh, you're miserable. You know what I mean? Somebody asked me a question. What was the question again? I was gonna answer it until I saw worms and diarrhea and wolf. And I'm like, well, dude. Oh, yeah, a nickel with a buffalo on it. But why is he talking about buffalo nickel? What is he talking about? Okay, what question did I miss? Oh, I'm hot. Oh my God. Silly emojis to make me lose it. I missed the whole question, man. Lord, what question was it? Okay, how do you do that and also do your responsibilities? Okay, that was the question. So understand this right. Responsibilities is just responsibilities, okay? Your role is just your role. We all have roles in life. We all have roles based on your job, who you are. Me, I'm a father, I'm a whole bunch of stuff, right? I'm a father, I am this, I'm that, but I don't take them personal. I just do what I must do in those roles. It's not who I am. It's just some things that I picked up and I do. So you can still be aware of what you are doing and not become or lose your whole identity in it. You see what I'm saying? You have to be free. Be attached to nothing. Yet, if you're not attached to anything, you can do it better. You can do whatever you do better. I promise you. Hey, Merlene, how you doing? If you stop being attached to all these roles, this is what I am, this is who I am, that's not who you are. You are a soul. You have a body. I'm just saying. But so, understand, how do you do your responsibilities? Your responsibilities is not being done better because you call yourself something. Your responsibilities are being done because you know what you got to do. You know you have them, so you do them. But you don't have to become them. You just do them. Listen, this is my pen, right? Thank you, Knock. Thank you. Maybe when I get bigger on YouTube. This is my pen, but this pen cannot be me. It's me and my pen. Not anytime can this pen be me. So this pen cannot be identity. It's just ownership. Okay? My responsibilities cannot be me. It's what I have. So I have. See, whatever you have cannot be you. I have thoughts. My thoughts are not me. If I recognize my thoughts, I realize that I am separated from my thoughts. Just like responsibilities. I am responsible for certain things, but my responsibility is not me. It's just what I do. So you can always keep yourself separated. You don't have to become anything. In this, like a flow state. Learn to be still. Learn to take some time every day. Be still. I am no one. I am nowhere. And I'm doing nothing. And if you can be there, you separate from that worldly identity that you created. You begin to separate. And when you separate, you begin to find who you are. And once you begin to see who you are pure consciousness. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. When you separate the identity and those things, you begin to realize that I am just pure consciousness. I am awareness. I am the one who's aware of what I'm doing. I am awareness. That's all I am. I see things. Has anybody ever disconnected from their body? Has anyone ever disconnected? And I learned this early in my journey. I've learned this when I begin to astral project. My first time astral projecting, I left my body. Now, it sounds weird. I don't want you to think about it. Don't get the point of doing that. I'm just saying, when I left my body the first time and I saw my body there, the hell? That's not me. I am aware of my body, yet I am not in my body. So when you begin to actually, when you begin to separate yourself from your body, from your thoughts, from this world, from these physicalities. You realize I am just the awareness. I am just consciousness. But in my consciousness, to experience, to taste pizza, I have a body for it. My body, oh, my tongue tastes pizza. To taste ice cream, I have a body. To smell the roses, my body is needed. You see what I'm saying? To have sex, my body is needed. Because when you astral project, you notice that sex is not a thing? I don't know if it's just me, but when you astral project, sex is not a thing. You don't even have a pee-pee. Because you don't even pay attention to it. Because I don't think you have one. So those things that you do in this realm, you don't do in a higher dimension. So when you realize that, you learn to separate yourself from these nonsense that we do, that we think that it is us. That's not us. It's just roles that we are doing. I'm serious. These are roles that we take on in this dimension. But we don't know how to separate ourselves from the role. Be in a place, that's number 6 still. Be in a place where you can just be still. Some people call it meditation. Mindfulness. Be still. Can you just sit there? I am no one. I am nothing. I am nowhere. And I am doing nothing. Just sit still. Separate yourself. When you start to practice that, your mind becomes very empty. The last one, number 7. Now this one can confuse you. Number 7, how do you keep a clear mind? Focus on what you know. Focus on what you know. Now, this is going to mess you up a little bit. Because this is going to be a little contradicting. Because maybe I won't know how to put it in a word that could make you not realize that it's not contradicting to what I said before. Focus on what you know. All those belief systems that you have, all those beliefs that you just believe, you can't see it, you don't know what it is, you heard it, and then this, and then that, and you see this. Focus on what you know. I'm telling you, focus on what you know. Because many of you focus on what you feel, and what you feel starts up a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, angels, what you feel starts up a whole bunch. Some of us, we have all these beliefs, all this stuff going on in our minds, and we can't find peace. If we see things as they are, sometimes it just shut your mind down. It's just, okay, that's what it is. But we want to look in deeper. We want to go deeper. We want to think deeper. We want to see. We see life as something that's deeper. We always think something is more than what it is. We always think something is more, means this. Have you ever done something? I posted a picture yesterday. And I got an inbox. And it was strange because I'm like, I didn't think like this. I don't think like this. But people do. And it was a person looking into the question. Looking into my picture. Looking deep in the picture. Are you selling something? What are you selling? And you don't have to. I'm like, no, I just took a picture. I just posted it. I just posted a picture. I didn't think too much about it. I didn't want to sell anything. It wasn't because I was feeling this or I just posted a picture. Because this is social media. And I said, stop looking into things. See, many of us, we look into things so much. We want to look deeper. Listen, believe in what you know. All these things that you think it could be, what could happen, that's not the thing to focus on. Focus on what you know. If you focus on your truth, it will set you free. But if you focus on a lie or a feeling, it keeps you stuck in a place where you don't want to be. It keeps you stuck with people that you don't want to be with. See these feelings that you focus on? Anger and hate and this and that and something. If you focus on those feelings, it keeps you stuck to those places. Focus on what you know. And many times, we only know about 10%. All the other 90% is a bunch of, you're just coming up with stuff, random stuff, all these assumptions, all this. You know how many relationships was broken up for this? Friendships. People ain't talking no more. Friends for ages break up for this stuff. Assumptions. Focus on what you know. Because sometimes your feelings could be off. Because what are feelings? Feelings are past records. Feelings are records of the past. Somebody asks, how do you deal with insomnia? You deal with insomnia. Now, we call it insomnia. The doctors call it insomnia, and because they give you a pill, right? So they have to call it something, right? They have to call it something. Can you tell me some things about goddess? I don't, see, I told you, I don't focus on those things. I don't know those things. Those things are speculations, they are ideas, they are beliefs, I don't do those things. I don't do beliefs. Again, this is very confusing to many people. I don't have belief systems. You know what I mean? I don't do all those things. I don't know who God is. You know what you focus on? Things that you can actually experience, things that you can do, things that you can change within you. I don't trust those things. I don't do those things. I don't. All these things that we make, the mind always look for something outside to please it. I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just saying I know how the mind works. The mind looks for things from the outside to bring it peace. Listen, if you know how powerful your mind is, you can do what you want to do instantly. You can bring your own peace, your own happiness, your own healing, your own mind, your own money, finances, this. You can bring everything to you. You attract everything to you. Somebody asked me, what question? How do you know intuition is true? I don't know it's true. You call it intuition. They might call it vibe. Somebody might call it spirit. Somebody might call it something. But we know what we know, don't we? You know. You felt it. If you haven't, I don't know. I can't tell you how I know it's real. I just know that whatever we call it. See, because we call things differently. Some call it God, some call it source, some call it energy. Whatever we call it. We know whatever we call it. And we know because we have experienced it. Because we know, we sense it. We sense things. That's what we are. We sense things. What's up, Solid? How you doing, girl? Long time to see. We sense, we pick up. Because what we are antennas in this universe. Antennas. 50 trillion cells. Each cell has voltages of energy. And as we are energy voltage, we send and we pick up information. So this right here is an experience on this dimension where you send and receive information continuously. Infinite downloads and uploads. We send and we receive information. See what I'm saying? So when you receive information, you know it. You know when you receive mail. I got mail. I got mail, right? I got mail. I got mail. Because your body's experiencing it. Your spirit changes. Because you're picking up vibrations. That's what you do. Naturally, that's who you are. Now, did somebody gonna teach me that? No. It's what you do. It's really what you do. And we all know it. We all feel it. We all experience it. Every one of us. You walk in a room full of sick people, you begin to feel this vibration. Oh, you get sleepy. You ever been, damn, my energy just changed. God dang. Who else get tired? Because you pick up things. That's what we are. We just don't trust it. We just don't trust it. Believe in what you know. All these other speculations and what is and what if. Now, how do you deal with insomnia? Some call it insomnia. Some call it a whole bunch of stuff because you have to give a pill if you're going to deal with it. So I have to call it a name. So I have to diagnose it so I can give you a pill to fix your mind to stop thinking. See, insomnia is your mind cannot be at rest so that you can fall asleep. See, if the mind is not at rest, see, rest is earned. Rest, your sleep is earned. You have to earn your sleep. What's up, Nate? You have to earn your sleep. See, many of us can't earn our sleep because we are not at rest. Our beauty, we are not at rest. So insomnia says that you notice that your mind keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Now, let me give some knowledge. You see this right here? You see this life? You see when you wake up in the morning? You see when you wake up in the morning? You have a certain amount of energy. You have a certain amount of energy that you must burn. Some from activities, some from thinking, some from working, some from your organs. You are allotted energy that you must burn. And if you don't burn it, you can't sleep. Have you ever taken a pre-workout and tried to go to sleep? You can't. You gotta burn it off. You gotta work it off. If you are not active, a lot of times you will not sleep. You have to earn your sleep. Insomnia is another thing to say, well, listen, since you can't stop thinking, since you can't keep your mind free, and you can't sleep because of it, let's call it something. But what it is just stagnated energy. It's stagnated energy that you are resisting. Again, it's based on resisting. You don't want to accept, and your mind keep flowing in circles. Same thing. Same things. Same thing. Same thought. Same thought. Same thought. Same thought. Same. If you can exercise, if you can eat healthy, if you can burn the energy off, walk, run, sprint, work out. And if you can be at peace, stop fighting what is. Stop fighting what comes. Stop resisting. Sleep will come. Because when you go to sleep, if you're not resisting and if you have accepted, see, because when you go to sleep, your mind comes off. Thank you, Maya. You know, when you go to sleep, your mind just comes on. Oh my God, I can't believe what he said to me. Thank you, Tay. Seriously. Seriously. Thank you, Cranberry. Oh, I can't believe what my boss did. Right. What I gotta do tomorrow? You see when your mind just comes on? Tomorrow I gotta wake up and I don't feel like going to work tomorrow. Oh my God. It's 2:30. I got 4 more hours left to sleep. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so tired. You know what I mean? When you go into sleep, your mind comes on and it replays everything because you wasn't even present, because your mind was far away. Listen, you will be aware of your mind because sometimes we are behind time, ain't we? Because in this moment, where was your mind? Listen, when you was at work, where was your mind? A matter of fact, let me ask you a question. When you was eating lunch, no, for real. When you was eating lunch today, where was your mind on? Was your mind on the food? Think about it. Answer this question. Was your mind in your taste buds experiencing this food? Victory? Speeding on. Seriously, was your mind on the food? Was your mind on this food? Was you present? Or were you somewhere else in your mind thinking about someone doing something, going back to work? Think about it. Hey, choreographer, how are you doing? Think about it. So now, since you missed that time because you wasn't present, the mind, when you go to sleep, the mind has to go back and replay it. Come on now. The mind has to go back to replay it. Somewhere else. So now when you go to sleep, your mind has to go back now and replay it so that it can see what it missed. And you know what we do all day? We miss everything because we are never present. And if you are never present, you cannot earn your sleep. To sleep, you have to earn it. You have to go back. Listen, that's what we do, ain't it? I don't know what just happened. That's what we do. Let things happen. Be present. Let things be what it is. That's it. When we learn to do that, what if you dream about things before they happen? Then you're lucky. It's nothing to fight. That means either you know before or after. It is what it is. Don't fight things. If you have a gift of dreaming something before it happen, let it be. You can't stop it. Ain't nothing to do about it. Oh, at least you know first. Just relax. I think human nature, you resist everything. Is anything good enough for us? How to accept a difficult situation and move on and stay focused. Situations ain't difficult. It's the decisions that we don't want to make. Listen, here's the thing. These situations a lot of times is not difficult. It's just that we don't want to make a decision. You know, in life, one thing that you must do is make decisions. And based on the decisions is based on the type of suffering. But let me tell you this, you will suffer regardless. If you live in somebody, you will suffer. If somebody left you, you will suffer. Thank you, Devona. I love you too. You be good. You be safe. If somebody left you, you will suffer. If somebody this, you will suffer. If you divorce somebody, you will suffer. Even if you don't love them, you will suffer. Listen, learn to accept your suffering or your pain. But make a decision. I think we prolong these decisions. Thank you, Jemsky. I love you too. We prolong these decisions because we don't want to suffer. We are afraid to suffer. Listen, you know what? Do you know what I realize? People who live freely don't care what happens. Because whatever happens, they know that they're okay. Do you know what trust means? Be one with the universe. Do you all know what trust means? Can I tell you what trust means? Can I tell you what trust is? Because I don't think many of us don't know what trust is. Let me get straight to the point. You know what trust is? Many of us walk around, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no one. I don't trust him. I don't trust her. So you can't sleep. So you can't rest. So you can't this. So you can't that. So you can't this. So you can't that. So you can't be free. So you always gotta think and think and think. You always gotta fight. Especially when you don't trust, you always gotta fight, you always gotta resist, and you always gotta protect yourself from it because you don't trust, you are in danger. See, when you are in a survival state, trust is hard to experience. The issue is this. The only thing that you trust is you being okay at the end. Because I'm telling you right now, if you didn't know, if nobody tell you, if nobody told you, shit is going to happen. Amen? Somebody say amen? If nobody told you this before, I'm going to tell you straight up. Shit is going to happen. Number 2, people will leave. Number 3, people going to talk about you and they won't like you and they won't accept you. That's a whole bunch of numbers, right? But here's the one thing that you trust. You trust because though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, that means I'm going to see death. I'm going to come very close to it. It's going to be very close. But what I trust is my ability to be and mind my business. My ability to be good at the end. My ability to keep my mind on wherever I wanted to keep it on. My ability to, no matter who did what, who stuck their pee-pee in this, who stuck their pee-pees in that, no matter what happens, it is my trust that says, I am fine. My trust cannot be put in you because I don't know what you're going to do. No, I'm not saying I don't trust people. I'm saying I trust. I trust whatever you show me. I trust whatever you do. I trust. But the one thing that I trust is within me because I am the only person I can control. And therefore, I am good. And I am going to be good. And I am going to be peace. And I'm going to be happy. That's what you trust. So you're not messing up your vibration, talking about, I don't trust you. Oh my God, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. No, my vibration is high because no matter what you're doing is your business. I can't control it. I can't stop it. I can't affect it. So what I can do, I can affect myself. This is what trust is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what trust is. And we don't realize this. So we say, I don't trust nobody. See, that version states that your heart is broken. That version of I don't trust nobody, you're sick. Because you don't trust people, you trust, period. I don't love nobody. No, you're supposed to love, period. And whatever you carry inside, the whole world experience it. Ain't it true? People change the world, or you change the world by becoming the energy that you want, and the whole world experience your energy. Because you are the world, and you are connected to everything in the world. Hey, mulatto. So when you become love, the whole world loves you back. And when you decide to trust, the whole world experiences your trust. And your trust should be decided based on him, based on the past, based on what he could do, what he might do, what he might be doing, what she might be doing, who she might be doing it with. Your trust is not based on that. Your trust is, this is my experience. Listen, ain't that deep? What if you could have that level? This is my experience. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, that thing stings. You know what I mean? Yeah, it stings. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying it doesn't sting. It stings. Yeah, infinity, it stings. We all got stung. Hell, it stings. You know, if a scorpion bites you, it stings, but you know you're going to be fine. It's not going to kill you. It stings. It tastes bad. It makes you, but since I know I'm going to be fine, listen, what if you know that you're going to be fine? How would you look at life? Won't you look at life from a different level? But if you think that you're going to suffer and you're not going to be fine, don't you look at life from a different angle? Think about it. Serious question. Give you wisdom and all. Yeah. Think about it. If you look at life as I am going to be fine anyways, then you don't hold grudges. You don't carry it on. You're looking at it from a different angle, from an angle of healing. Because you know your healing is on its way. But if you look at life like, oh, I know I'm going to be dead. I know I'm going to be this. I'm going to be so hurt. Then you look at life as a victim. It's different. It changes. It is your choice and what you... Listen, trust says, this is my experience. Say it with me. This is my experience. Unless there's a lesson to be taught. Facts, positive, for real. Come on, you have to say it with me. This is my choice. This is my experience. This is going to be on YouTube. Make sure you watch YouTube. Make sure you go on YouTube and follow me there. So this is going to be on YouTube. This is going to be on YouTube. Conscious Kirk. Conscious with a K. Here we go now. Exactly, Torah. Yeah. This is my experience. I want you to, I want you to just say it out loud. Not just type it. Type it too, but I want you to say it out loud. Because I want you to own it. This is my experience. Because if it's your experience, Victoria, I'm in Europe right now. I'm in Estonia. I'm not in the UK, I'm in Estonia. So I get you. It's late. But we done. I mean, we pretty much done. But understand, if you know this is your experience, then you take responsibility. You take accountability for what you choose to feel, think, and then do. We have to take accountability. We have to be accountable for what us experience is. See, when you start to be aware and conscious, when I began this journey of awareness, the hardest thing for me was to take accountability. Because, Lord, the thing about accountability, no matter what religion you are, no matter what you believe, no matter what's up, Gerald? No matter what you believe, I want you to understand this right here. Even if you believe in Christ, you believe in Buddha, it don't matter what you believe. When you take things up as your accountability, see, I can't depend on saying, God forgive me all the time. I don't do that. I can't. What I do first, since I know I am accountable for what I do and I have a choice, you know what I do? I think first. I'm not doing it based on my feelings. I'm doing it based on what I know. So therefore, I ain't got to go to God all the time. I forgive. Because you know when you have to go to God all the time, you feel terrible. You always feel like you did something wrong. You feel, your conscience is bothering you, your conscience is bugging you, your conscience this, oh my God, I feel. If you focus on what you know, whether you have to be forgiven or not, it's not an issue. Do what you know. This is number 7. When you begin to be accountable for your behaviors, let me tell you, even your thoughts, hey Lakeisha, even your thoughts you'll be aware of. Since I became accountable for my life, My thoughts, I had to practice every single day. Do you ever mess up yourself and feel bad in situations? No. So this is a great question. I want to read this question because I think it's a great question because I think people might be taking me wrong. Your information is good. Do you ever mess up yourself and feel bad in your situations? This is a great question. Now, this is what I don't do. I don't judge things as bad or good. Everything is life. So since I have that concept, I don't look at things as bad. I don't call it messing up. I think I experience things that's not the prettiest, I would say. But do I feel bad? No. I don't feel bad. Because I learn. There's no need to feel bad if you learn. Because when you feel bad, what happens? Your vibration change. Listen, Einstein said there is no problems that can be solved in the same consciousness that it was created in, right? No problem can be solved in the same consciousness that it was created in. So what I've learned, if I do something bad, I can't feel bad because then my vibration drops. So if my problem was created while I was here in this frequency, think about this, okay? I want us to get this. I want to get this, okay? If I was in this frequency, this is logics now, okay? If I'm in this frequency right here and I did something and I don't like my results and I begin to feel bad. When I begin to feel bad, my frequency dropped. If my frequency dropped at this frequency, I cannot escape this. It's going to always be held above me. It's going to hold me down because my frequency dropped. Do you get me? If the frequency of the problem is higher than my frequency, I can't get out. See, many of us experience that right now. You feel bad, you feel this, you feel that, so your frequency dropped. Now your problem is all right here, still right here. What you must do, since no problems can be solved at the same frequency that it was created, you must elevate. Listen, it takes discipline. So is this how you feel confident to make decisions? I don't feel confident in making decisions. I don't deal with confidence. I'm not a confident person. I don't do confidence. Confidence is just a term that we use here to compare each other. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm confident. Because you person, I have more money, I have more this, I have more power, I'm confident, you should be terrible. Confidence is confidence is nothing at all. Confidence, I don't use confidence. I think it's pointless. I think it's a waste of time. I think it's just based on a third dimensional world. Okay? But what happens? I don't need confidence to make decisions because my decisions don't drop my frequency. So no matter what happens to me, right? No matter what decisions that I make, if I make a decision and my consequence, I don't like it, okay, so be it. I don't have to be confident. See, you have to be so confident and precise when you're in a low vibration. See, the lower your vibration is, the more you got to be precise. That's why there are perfectionists. That's why there are people who gotta do everything precisely. It gotta be just right. Because if it's not, oh my God, they suffer. When a man is in a high vibration, no matter what happens, nothing changes. Because the outcome don't change its frequency. It doesn't. People outcome changes their frequency. Exactly so. See, people's outcome affect nothing on the out should affect your frequency. You learn. You move. Next. Do it again. That's all it is. So what am I saying? I'm saying if you drop your frequency after you made a mistake, as you call it a mistake, or a decision that you don't like, if you drop your frequency, remember the problem is still here, frequency down here, how are you going to get out? What you must do, you must raise your frequency up. Then you realize it's not a problem. See, when you elevate your frequency, the problem is no longer. It's no longer there. Because now you are here and this is there. This don't affect you anymore. You must increase your vibration. When you fall, you must get back up. That's what it means. Get back up. Get your frequency back up. Don't get back up bitter. Because if you stand back up and you're bitter, you're not up. You're still down. You're just in a different location, a different position. See, many of you all got back up, but you're not standing. You're still down. And it's okay to have no friends who are no longer at your vibration. friends who are in different vibration. My friends are different vibration. Don't bother me. They do things. They did it. I did it with them when I was younger. I did it with them before. I don't mind what they're doing. I don't judge what they're doing. I don't have to stop being friends with them. When you become, so here's what I do. I'm gonna tell you what I do, and it sounds terrible. And I'm about to end this live because I've been on talking for a long time. Let me tell you what I do. I don't want. It's not that I try to have everybody like me, but everybody should like me. But don't get it confused. It's not because I need approval or validation. I'm saying, I think my love in this universe, because I don't have identity that's so thick, I can move. I don't have to say, I do. I don't have to be a certain way and talking about, I am solid. I'm not solid. I'm not a solid person. I move. I move. Wherever I go, my frequency changes. Not frequency changes, but my whatever personality or my identity. Because I don't have one that's solid. I don't have a solid identity. I don't have one. Because I understand identity is not to be attached to. Be attached to nothing. Be open to everything. So when I've learned that, everybody will like me. Everybody will like me. Now, some ain't gonna like you for nothing, and that's okay. I'm fluid. So if I can talk to you this way, I'm talk to you that way, I'm talk to you, you angry, I can talk to you, you low vibration, I can talk to you. Because it's what Christ did, right? It's what Christ did. His best friend was 12 criminals. You see what I'm saying? It's actually what Christ did. So when you understand this, man, when you understand this, whether they show their true cards or not, that's their business. Those don't bother me no more. People gonna do what they do. It's just sometimes people wanna try to pull you and affect you on purpose. That's when you leave. But people doing their own thing, they don't bother you. When you vibrate high, man, watch and subscribe to Kirk on. Please, thank you more. Please go to my YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm gonna do my lives from now on. That's where I'm going my lives from now on. Please go to my YouTube and subscribe. And the sad thing is, I have 260 people on my TikTok, and I bet only about 10 went and subscribed. you are wrong, right? But it's okay. It's free knowledge. Thank you so much, Maury. But yeah, man, when we elevate, or when we on this journey of elevation, what happens a lot of times? We start to judge people for doing what they're doing. We start to look at our friends and say, "You still doing that?" No, leave people alone. When they're ready, and if your example is great enough, they'll follow. Thank you. Thank you, guys. When they see you and your life is better and your life is more at peace and your life is fulfilling and you're not judging and you're not angry and you're actually living what you say, they'll join you. They always do. Hey, Kirk, how do you always smile? Like, hey, what do you do? Hey, how do you have money comes to you all the time? Hey, they're gonna come to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta have boundaries now. You need boundaries for sure. You need boundaries for sure. But listen though, my next live is gonna be on YouTube, and it's gonna be what I call it, 7 or 5 things to avoid narcissists. Thank you, Sunshine. If you do these 5, what's up, Jake? If you do these 5 things, you won't meet narcissists, and there won't be because some of us keep meeting these narcissists and these toxic people. So 5 things to not meet another narcissist. Please. My YouTube channel is Conscious Kirk with a K. KONSCIOUS. Kirk. KIRK. Okay? Listen, thank you all for following me. For those who follow, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for just being there. Thank you all for your ears. Thank you, Kimia. Thank you all. You all have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful holiday. Thank you, Amanda. Have a beautiful holiday. Thank you for coming. Please follow me. Oh, Reach, you're still there, huh? Please follow me on YouTube. That's where I'm going to do most of my lives. And that's where I have longer videos that you can listen to while you're at work, or while you're playing, or while you're cleaning. My videos on YouTube. My YouTube is going to be my main... YouTube is going to be my main... what do you call it? Channel. My main platform. Okay? Because these are the ones... I don't think they like me that much. Okay, yeah, my main hub platform. Thank you. So go to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me there. See you guys next time. Sure. You all be easy, right? Blessed. You all have a beautiful day, a beautiful night. I love you guys. Peace, love, and oneness. Positive vlog. You be easy. I'm out. How do I end this?